All right, I have to make sure I hit it off loop.
There you
Otherwise,
go.
we're going to have a whole nother 30 seconds.
But the music is really cool, though. I like that pump, pump, pump,
Right?
pump, pump.
We're getting there.
It sounds impressive.
Well, it's definitely just Hank and I, so you can
Hey,
take from
boys and
that what you
girls, how
will.
are you? Now,
Hi, happy Tuesday.
now, Steph, I have a present for you.
Okay.
Last week, I apparently, at various times during our program, kind of sort of was heading off the edge.
Cranky Hanky,
Yeah.
we nicknamed him.
So this is more symbolic than anything. But when I start to go off the edge today, if I do, and I suspect I might, here's a
I
net
can reel you in.
that you can reel me in, that you can catch me. Okay, if I start to go, a little over too far, just pull out the net and.
No one's ever given me weapons on a morning show before. This is a first.
I thought that was a little more humane in the bug zapper that was suggested.
I like that. And it's also better than a hook. You have nice hair. We don't want to ruin
Thank
that. Perfect. I love it. Happy Tuesday, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
We all survived the weekend. Poor Amy yesterday. I had Amy Levitt on with us. We're ditching our bras once again.
Yeah.
And she had just had a conference and we broke the internet in the house.
Oh, you did?
We broke
good.
it. Yesterday, we broke the internet. So today, we're going to try and behave ourselves.
Right.
I've got my net. I can reel them in when I need to.
Right.
We've got this. So how was your weekend?
It was good. We went to the market on Sunday at Knockabout.
That was awesome.
As you know, because we were there. It was really cool.
It was a good one.
And folks, if you in the area, or even if you're not in the area, and you haven't gone, you got to come down. The local merchants and artisans, it's really great stuff. And the various kinds of seltzer and beer that they have at Knockabout.
It's always something new, huh?
Is outstanding. And we bought some scallops that Mari cooked up last night. Probably one of the best seared scallop plates that I've ever had.
We are very blessed with the seafood that we have here. And Midnight Hour is the one that comes to our marketplace. And they're just really incredible. This time they had mussels, they had some oysters, and they had some striped sea bass, which is in season right now. So that all went. There was none left by the end of it. I think that they had a few pounds of scallops left.
Right.
And that was the huge draw on Sunday, which was wonderful. But also we've got Gopal Farms there. And each one of everybody did really well. Our friends did their pickling at the Drunken Bee Farmer, and they sold out of their pickled beets.
Right, because they gave Mari a card and they're gonna let Mari know when they have more.
Isn't it the worst when you sample something and you're like, that is so good, I need to have them?
And
well,
then,
we're sold out.
Sorry.
Damn it. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm actually DJing their wedding in September.
Oh, you are?
And it's going to be in their garden.
Oh, that's really
I
sweet.
know. I'm very excited because they have a massive garden.
I've got really nice people too.
And I'm excited for that. So Amina does a really good job at the Drunken Bee Farmer. And I love working with baby businesses.
Right.
And people that are just kind of figuring it out, which is exciting.
And you really pretty much filled up the whole area with merchants.
Yeah. It's pretty full.
It's really growing and growing and growing.
Yeah, I loved it. We had somebody from Cape Cod Polished doing manis and petties on the fly.
That's right.
She had like the best stage. She was bragging about it on social. I laughed. She was just like, this is the best pop-up I've ever done.
Oh,
I didn't have to put up a tent. I'm not in the hot area.
And I told Mariana, I thought you were going to have somebody doing hennas. And
I know. And no, you didn't. Rachel just couldn't make it.
Oh, okay. So I didn't screw up.
You did not.
Oh,
no.
okay, good.
Nope. So Rachel, we're going to have her at another space do the henna tattoos. So don't worry. We'll get it done for her.
Because the henna tattoos that we got when we were in Florida, it was supposed to last like a month, lasted about, 8 days or something.
Also, there's something to be said for the heat and humidity. It's something with your skin.
That could be.
That Rachel said that she had a hard time with because she did them for the 4th of July fireworks in Mashpee. And she said it just wasn't setting the way it was supposed to because of the humidity.
Okay, when we were in Florida, it was pretty hot, so maybe that's part of it.
I don't know about the humid. Yeah, but it's not a humid. No, it's hot.
It's hot. It's hot. In Arizona, you go to Arizona and people say, "Oh, it's hot," but there's no humidity, so that's okay. It's too damn hot now in Arizona, I think, for people.
The skin peels off.
Right.
You can't be outside.
Right.
I saw a lady baking loaves of bread in her brick mailbox.
Really? It's been like over 100 degrees for 3 weeks now, I think.
Yeah, it's
out there.
obnoxious.
It's crazy.
Good morning,
it's
Penny, and good
coming-
morning, Kristen.
And it's coming this way. Later on this week, it's going to be hot.
Here you go, Walter. I'll even spin the disco ball for you a little bit. He's like, work that disco ball. I'm like, all right, I will. I need to get a little switch for it. Get some lights up in here and have a good time with it.
Just tell Cliff he'll get it on Amazon.
Yeah, right. Please don't. Please don't encourage that purchasing habit of his. Seriously, I was telling Hank on the air, and we're, by the way, still live on lemonadio.com, and you can always listen. I'm working on getting this part of our show on to that part of our show so that we don't have to do double duty sometimes. So he's so funny. He loves buying little trinkets and gadgets, and when they come out, they seem cool. And I was complaining that I needed a little speaker for something that I was doing outside. And so I got, hey, Steph. And I'm sitting on the bed reading my book, my Macabre Trophies, my Ted Murphy book. And I look over and he just smiles and hurls this little hockey puck thing at me that has the sound of an entire DJ room. And of course, it's like Marvin Gaye, let's get it on. And I'm like, ugh. So awkward. I just put my book in front of my face.
Oh, but he's trying, Steph. He's trying.
Listen, he's got a month to get it done before our anniversary.
He's got how much time left?
He's got less than a month.
Before you decide if you're going to re-up for year 21?
Isn't it awful that I don't know if it's the 20th or the 21st, our anniversary?
Oh, jeez.
One's my mom's birthday. One's like, there's just a jumble. I have 5 aunts, 3 cousins. All their birthdays are in August, and I can't remember whose is what's.
Oh, okay.
And I can't, and my anniversary is in that mix.
That mix somewhere.
So I think it's the 20th or the 21st.
All right. Maybe you should get a little tattoo or something with the numbers on. Well, that's true. If
I'm not going to re-up,
and
what's
if one
the
year
point?
he's not gonna make the cut, then you've got to explain to the next one what those dates are.
I've got 20 years to go. We'll figure it out. Good morning, Jackie. Thank you so much for joining us. It's Tuesday, and Hank came in like all excited. He had things to do. He had props. He had diagrams. He was rolling in hot today.
I had apparently way too much time to think about stuff.
I love that though.
But I just kind of stumbled across a bunch of different things, and every time I saw it was like, gotta save that for Tuesday.
Yes.
Save that for Tuesday. For example, this was
I love that you printed it.
Posted up. Yeah, because if I tried to read it on the screen, whatever. This was shared by the Mashpee Police Department. And they had gotten it from the Livingston Parish Sheriff's Office. And I guess if it's a parish, they have parishes in Louisiana, I think.
Yeah.
But the Mashpee Police said on their posting that they had been dealing with a lot of minor accidents, and they just wanted to remind people what their roles are when they're in the car. So they have this diagram. I don't know if you can see this, but here's a diagram. And they have defined roles for the driver, the passenger, and back seat. And the role of the driver is to drive, focus on the road, obey speed limits, and be sober.
Yeah. Okay.
The role of the passenger is to have mad DJ skills.
There you go.
Be the official navigator. Be the temperature control guru. And be the designated texter.
Okay, perfect.
And anyone in the backseat, they are the snack distributor. They
Yes.
are the occasional napper, and they are the asker of, are we there yet?
Yeah.
Are we there yet? So if you're not sure when you get in your car,
Know your role.
know your role, okay? and go to the Mashpee Police Department's Facebook page, and it's right there for you.
I was just perusing the Sandwich Police Department page because they do release their weekly police logs.
And was there good stuff there?
There always is. It's always worth a read through because one of them made me laugh because there was a woman who locked herself in the bathroom because she heard a strange man open the door to her home.
Mhm.
Well, it was a neighbor who found her dog that was running loose in the neighborhood and just opened the door and threw the dog in.
Oh, jeez.
Well, the gang's all here. Your dog was found and you were safe, lady.
Right. So
Maybe you should know where your animals are.
She went into the bathroom with her phone, called the police. There's
Yeah.
some strange guy
There's a
in my
strange
house.
man in my house. She didn't hear the dog. She probably didn't even know the dog was missing.
Oh, apparently not.
It happened to my girlfriend, Julie, who had to watch. She got a notification on the ring cam, and it was her dog. He let himself out, and he came back in.
The dog was at the door.
Yes, everyone. Just assume everyone has ring cams now, please.
Oh my
And thank
gosh.
you.
Oh my gosh.
There was another funny one in there that I forget which one did make me laugh a little bit. Oh, they were describing the brawny man.
Oh yeah.
So it was the brawny man may have been spotted in Forestdale. Dispatch received a call for a man in his late 20s, early 30s with short hair and a beard, just walking through yards and wooded area carrying paper towels.
Where was he going and what was he going to do when he got there?
They're not done. Whoever made a clean getaway, responding officers could not locate the party. So that was a good one. So thank you, Sandwich Police Department, for at least keeping us laughing.
You have to wonder sometimes when you read those things if people, I don't want to say people are making it up, but they see things that really aren't quite there.
What, the people complaining about a man walking around with paper towels in the neighborhood?
Right.
You don't need to call the police for that. Or maybe you do. I don't know.
I don't know.
I really don't. It seems to me that you wouldn't need to do that. Good morning, Mari. And good morning. Yes, Amy, we broke the internet yesterday, but thank you for being back here today. It
Good
seems
job,
to be
Amy.
rectified. Yeah. I've seen people call the police for way worse. I saw somebody on our Mashpee Town pages complaining about the behavior of teenagers at the fair again.
Well, that kind of just kind of goes with what happened.
Yeah. But saying there was some sort of assault on an elderly human.
Uh-huh.
And it was a large conversation that probably shouldn't have been had on social media.
Oh, I didn't see that.
And I was just like, okay. But then she stirred the pot for no reason. You know, the people that just like
Oh
saying
God,
stuff.
yes.
The
Yep.
sky is blue. No, it's not. It's green. And then
Right.
you know you're being that jerk.
Right.
Don't be that one.
Yeah. The other thing that's going on in Sandwich right now on social media is the back and forth about what bodies of water are available to swim in and not
Why? Because of contamination.
because of the contamination.
Yeah.
And apparently people are going on, as we do now, going on Facebook complaining that they don't know. And then other people start responding saying, well, did you call the health department?
They have a website. They have it listed.
Yeah, they do. And the recreation department has been posting.
And it's a good rule of thumb to just check in with our lakes and ponds and the stuff that we have going on, because we do have a cyanobacteria problem.
Right.
Why? Because we have too many people. Why? Because we have sewage issues. Just check.
Right. Right. And the best comment was from somebody who said, the most important thing is you know that you don't have to go in.
Yeah, there you go.
Don't worry about anybody else.
Hmm.
They'll figure it out.
Well, that is our question of the day, which is not really a question. I've just given everybody a space since it's National Wine and Cheese Day. I figured we'd take the wine out of everything and just drop your complaints on my Facebook page, Stephanie in the Morning, whatever it is, get it out there and then get on with your day so you can have a good one.
Right. And then someone apparently, from what other commenters said, posted a bogus sign complaining that there was a sign there that said no swim, SWIMM. And then everyone started complaining about the town and blah, blah, blah. And then a couple of people hopped on and said, I was just there. That sign isn't even there.
Or maybe it used to say swimming.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, if you look close enough at the sign, I guess I had nothing to do at that moment. You can see that the ING was
Wiped off. Yeah.
Was wiped off. But the sign wasn't even there. People, why do you do that? I mean,
Because
seriously.
everybody likes to get on bandwagons. They're easy to ride.
I guess so. I guess so.
It's what happens. Good morning, Mark. Thanks for joining us this morning. Hey, how are you? Walter wants the disco ball to keep moving. I'll keep doing it now that Hank gave me a weapon.
Right.
I can wind her up. She'll only spin for so long. Donna Summer up in here.
And we'll be catching fireflies with this.
That's it. Perfect. Well, I saw that Cher did you see that she's in the Cherlato game now?
No.
Since I've got the disco ball spinning, I felt the need to talk about Cher.
That makes sense.
It's called Cherlato.
Of course it is.
whatever. If it's gonna make her a couple of is it good? That's all I want to know.
That's right.
Is it good? Curious. I have not been out for an ice cream this summer, not once.
I can't. Mariana and I started something last summer. Sunday nights, we'd go out for ice cream.
Yep.
This year, I'm tired.
Well, good. It's cheaper.
Don't you want to go out for ice cream? No, I'm just gonna. No, I'm like, oh, come on. I mean, it's good for me too. I
Yeah,
mean,
right.
That I could.
My body doesn't need it. However,
No, I have found a couple of pounds this summer that I need to
whatever.
lose again.
It's
But
called life. It's
yeah,
just it's the
no, I
way it's
haven't.
been.
But
I've been sloth like this summer also.
but the best gelato is the gelato in Italy anyway. Anything else we have here just doesn't.
And yeah,
compare.
I know. We know how that sounds, but it really is amazing.
It is. It is, folks. I'm sorry, but
And they also take the downtime. I love that you and I have talked about this before.
yes.
Seeing businessmen and people that are just like dressed to the nines stop down in their day and have a little gelato and go home and take a nap. I think that that's healthy, great living right there.
Right. And then they go back to work.
Yep. Yep.
I worked for a company that was based in Italy. So that's how come I know about Italian gelato. But the other thing that they had was, and I guess this is not uncommon in Italian companies, it was like a 7th-floor building or something. And on the 5th floor, they had an espresso bar. And you could just anytime go. I mean, a whole thing with 3 or 4 servers or whatever, and then
Fabulous.
all kinds of espresso. It was nuts for an uptight American being there. That only made me even more high strung.
Yep. Well, yeah.
Because each person I'd meet,
Cranky Hanky didn't need espresso.
Right. Come on, let's go get an espresso and we'll keep talking. And I'm like, ah! Did I sleep that night? No, not well.
Mark, I'm going to try my very best to come and make a visit to stay with you and hang out with you for at least the day. I love it. Now we have an addiction to the disco ball.
Let's get a roll in here.
Hank, it's not a pinata. Put it down. So can you tell the priest joke? Can we tell the priest joke?
I'm asking you.
I absolutely say yes, because I think that that's a moment. First off, Hank and I both go to Christ the King. It's in Mashpee Commons.
Right.
I'm a Reformed Catholic.
Yeah, I'm still like
he's still there. He's still Catholically in guilt, so he still goes.
Right.
I stopped going. I really did. It's just not worked out in my schedule. If I wanted to make a point of it, but then I just don't. Anyway, I haven't been to mass in a really long time. I do appreciate a good priest humor joke. Right. I really do. The closest I've gotten is to the bar across the street now at Knockabout,
right,
which we have to be mindful of church hours to not bump music too loudly. However, you were at church over the weekend and the priest threw a joke out.
And the deacon, I don't know what the point of the sermon was. I don't remember. But he started talking about, did Jesus tell jokes? And if Jesus told jokes, what might they be?
Jesus had to have told jokes.
Well, I mean, there's all kinds of things that have been written about this. He couldn't possibly have been as serious as he is portrayed in the Bible.
Right.
Because no one would follow him.
Right.
You wouldn't sit there listening to him for hours, with all due respect. Okay. Mom, you're up there. I know.
I don't think that that's going to be the thing that strikes you down, Hank.
No. At any rate, he's throwing out all these jokes. And then he says, oh, how about this? Maybe Jesus told knock-knock jokes. Knock-knock.
Who's there?
Jesus.
Jesus who?
Jesus Christ. We open the door.
Okay, so now picture a whole parish full of parishioners.
I chuckled because I had kind of heard it before. There were a couple of chuckles, but more than anything else, there was just big sucking sound of the air.
And that's why I don't go to church. If I was
leaving
there,
the church.
Everyone would have been laughing because I would not have been able to keep it in because I wouldn't have been expecting it. That's like the most unexpected knock-knock Jesus joke.
Right.
I love it.
I thought it was great.
That more of that needs to happen.
Yes. I was not offended. I'm
so
not
good.
Sure about other people. But.
I love it. All right. So you read something about millennials agreeing with old people.
Yes. So this is from, see, I'm all prepared today, guys. This is from BuzzFeed.
I love a
And
BuzzFeed.
the article is older adults are revealing the things they're simply getting too old to deal with anymore. And my millennial self agrees with every single one. For example, concerts without assigned seating. I'm not showing up hours early to get a good spot and then be stuck there the entire time without being able to sit or use the bathroom, or else I lose my view.
My 20-year-old self would be there all day, 3 days early, didn't care. This is where I'm going to sit on the gross, grubby ground of this disgusting club,
Mhm.
waiting to see the bands that I want to see.
How about this one?
My today's self, that's like Southwest Airlines. I'm not getting in on a herd. I'm not having, no.
How about this one? Anything starting past 9 is too late.
100%. We've all seen that meme. I subscribe. Yes.
How about this one? I used to go to the bar on the weekends, play darts, listen to the band. It was fun. Now it's just crowded with annoying people, loud music, and overpriced beer with a cover charge. I'll still make an appearance for some food or to watch a game, but it'll be more a happy hour kind
That's
of
it.
thing.
4 p.m.
Yep. Let me see.
3 to 5, I'll be at Shipwreck today. So if you want to meet me on the shelves for a
This
little
one-
trivia.
God, this one's way too long. Lack of sleep. All-nighters were once manageable. Now I pull an all-nighter and I'm useless.
Absolutely. Or I'll count it down. I'm like, oh my God, I only have 8 hours.
This may be the best one.
Only 8 hours to lay here and be awake still.
Right. This may be the best one. It's very simple. Sitting on the floor.
Period.
Period.
Remember, I just said that. We didn't care where we sat and how sticky it was. We sat there. Good morning, Danielle. How is sunny Florida? I hope it's fabulous.
Here's another one. This heat.
105.
Speaking of that, this heat. I remember when I used to want to lay out, do beach activities, and swim. Now I'm dreading having to go out in the sun and want to be locked away in my air-conditioned home.
Yes, please. Sweaty. Not a fan. That might be the sign of my body times where I want to rip my skin off on a daily. So that's different.
Going to places without a bathroom nearby. Not necessarily too old, more like too IBS.
Yeah, that's just rolling the dice. No one needs to be around that situation. I'm loving that millennials are a little bit more geriatric than they used to be.
Right.
I
And
know my 17-year-old is. She's like a little old lady. I love it.
Right. And finally, work.
Yeah.
But there's a bunch of them. These are all really, really clever.
Yeah, for my 17-year Lil goes, oh, well, my social battery needs to be recharged. What? What?
What?
I've never heard of that before in my entire life, and I love it. Good for you. So my lifetime social battery is run out.
Right.
I need a generator. Let's get going. I've got a few more days to get my ducks in order so that I can take a little bit of time off.
Well, we're rooting for you to do that.
I appreciate that, but I really do actually need to unplug, unwind, and just relax just a little bit. I always feel like I'm one espresso from just murdering people.
Well, murder's not a good idea.
No, murder is bad, everyone. I don't need to be on one of those police blogs that we are all laughing about.
No. And I'll be
I
sitting
need
here.
to get away.
I'll be sitting here and we'll be laughing.
Exactly.
Oh, hey, that's Stephanie.
Yeah, no.
This is Hank for Stephanie. Here's Stephanie on the police.
Yeah,
blog.
right. So yeah, today is National Wine and Cheese Day. Like I said, we flipped that on
there
its
we
script, and we've moved on. And Barbie over the weekend.
Yeah.
$155 million, the biggest open of the year.
But what about all the pre-Barbie movie controversy?
What do you mean?
I mean, there was all kinds of people complaining about it's sexist. It encourages Barbie. She's not a good idol. That's not the right word. And an image for younger girls and yada yada yada. And it seemed like it was running into just a whole lot of bad pub, and then bingo.
First off, no publicity is bad publicity.
Well, no, yes, that's
and
true.
you know that machine of promotion had a very, very specific rollout for this. They've been promoting this movie for a full year.
Oh, yeah.
They have strategically placed this to be where it was.
Yeah.
And even if it's not good, I'm still going to go watch it.
Right.
I'm going to find some way to give it dollars. And we all loved Barbie. It was one of those toys. It was one of like the 5 we had. It's like the TV channels. We had 5.
Right.
That's why we didn't have that many choices, and that's why America all had the same obsession with it.
Right. And now they've kind of turned it around to say, well, this is a great accomplishment. It's done by a woman director, and it's so highly successful. And it's the most successful movie directed by a woman ever. So, it's kind of going round and round and round here. And then on the opposite side of it, doing almost as well, or coming in number 2, is Oppenheimer,
Right.
which is
Totally
which is
opposite.
like the sublime to the ridiculous.
Yeah. Yep. So those were,
Barbie, the end of the world.
well, Barbie $155 million, Oppenheimer $80 million.
Right.
It was still a huge weekend for movies in the
It was.
summer,
It was.
which, okay, they have AC. That's why.
Oh, exactly.
Good morning, Sue. Thank you so much for joining us. Sue is just featured in a beautiful magazine. I always read magazines. I love in-print magazines because I like the feel of things. I still like printed books as well, but I always read from back to front. I always start at the back of a magazine because I feel like 90% of it's ads anyway, and they're usually somewhere in the middle. So I'll start at the back and see what the back is. And who happened to be on the back was Sue. And it was Sue Unleashed. She's our friend. She's an E4All grad. She is an amazing photographer and great digital creator. And she takes the posed photos of your dog, like real portraits of your animals, and then, gets rid of the leash and makes it look like they're just, living their best life,
Yep.
like the best portrait of your dog you've ever had.
Mhm.
So if you've got that person in your life that is like really obsessed with their animals and would love beautiful, glossy portraits done of their animals, definitely get a hold of Sue because she will make that vision come to life for you. But that was the back fold.
Mhm.
And I was just so excited
Oh,
to
that's
see her
cool.
there.
That's cool.
There were a bunch of other great entrepreneurs in there. My friend Andrea Koharian Simpson did all of the makeup for all of the artists in
Mhm.
there, and also was featured in Cape and Islands magazine, I think is what it is. Xavier Walker, which is another E for All person, and Coastal Brahmin was also in there with some of the clothes that they all have. Local designers,
That's
which is
neat.
really, really nice to
Yep.
see all of our small baby businesses once again in print, looking fabulous, captured beautifully. Andrea has taken over for Flapjack Comedy, which they have shows at the Seacrest.
Mhm.
And they have an amazing comedian coming this Saturday night. So we have tickets all week long to all of our shows to give away, pairs of tickets to go see Flapjack Comedy. And Andrea has done a really good job continuing her husband's legacy. Preston Simpson passed away,
Mhm.
and she has taken over the promotion of all of the comedy shows, as well as her day job, which is fabulous makeup for the
Right.
fabulous. I can't mention some of her celebrity clients, but she has many of them that summer here on the Cape.
Oh, really?
Hmm.
Well,
Very
that's very
exciting
cool.
stuff there. Yeah. So it's just so nice to see all these
Oh, yeah.
fabulous female business makers
Yep.
doing some awesome things in our community.
Yep.
She said, so exciting. Got to meet the publisher at the CCYP networking event.
That's great.
Very, very cool stuff happening right here.
That's
Love
really
it.
cool.
I know we're having some entrepreneurs on the show later this week.
Great.
Cape Tide.
Mhm.
Bunch of boys who can't even, they're not even old enough to drink yet,
Yes.
have made this fabulous hard tea.
Oh, really?
And so we're going to have them on the show on Friday and talk about their whole branding of
Right.
this specific thing, which I love that they're not even able to drink their own product.
That's cool.
They made it for their parents.
That's great. Speaking about an entrepreneurial idea
Yes.
that I don't understand, it just indicates how lazy we are. Have you seen the commercials for the company that comes around with its truck and washes your trash cans?
No.
Yes.
Although I kind of like that.
I mean, it looks like a dump truck, and it looks like they pick it up and they put it in and they wash it in, scrub it, and they take it out, and it's all clean. But I was like, wait a minute, can't you just use your garden hose? But that also doesn't always get it clean.
Right.
Clean.
Yeah. We've had to do the soak. I can't even with
Yes.
the things that have happened in my yard. I would actually pay money for a service like that because I don't
Yep.
want to do it.
Yep. They just started advertising. I forget what they're called. I didn't write that down,
I
but
kind of like that though. Do they like steam clean it, like heat it all up and clean it out? It
I
sounds disgusting and it probably smells wretched,
right.
but the thought of somebody else doing that task for me, I I would pay at least $25 a barrel for that.
Yeah. I don't know what it is, but yeah, it just started advertising. So what's your favorite channel for that?
Oh, so you're fabulous. Please, we're really excited for you to see where this business goes. Very exciting stuff right there. And I'm down for paying for someone to wash my trash cans.
Right.
I'm not above paying for most things, Hank. You want to do that for me? I am always constantly negotiating with my children to do tasks around the
Right.
house and what things, the value of things.
Yes.
Because my son yesterday started negotiating with me. He's the king of negotiations.
Uh-huh.
I honestly, if he's not a lawyer, I'll be real disappointed.
Really?
I just really will be. He's got the gift for it.
Uh-huh. So what was he negotiating yesterday?
Rationalizing the irrational. Okay, so he babysat for a friend of mine. She Venmos me the money. And he said, well, I thought I was going to get X amount of dollars. How about you give me X amount of dollars and then you pay me up front? Because I said
Really?
it's going to sit there for 3 to 5 days. You know how when you digitally send people money
Yes. Yeah.
to get it put in your bank account?
Yep.
Whatever. Obviously, I confront the money, but I'm making him learn to wait for it,
Right.
not spend it the minute away. 3 to
Wait for your-
5 days.
Wait for your paycheck like we all do.
Correct. That's exactly what I said. You're gonna have to
Right.
wait until that comes through. The funds do. So you're gonna have to wait 3 to 5 days. Well, how about you give me this amount of dollars, and then afterwards you can give me this amount of dollars, and then and then I need $10 for this one's birthday because if it's a kid in our neighborhood,
Mhm.
I missed his birthday party. I promised him. It's one of the little boys he teaches basketball to.
Oh, okay.
So I need this money. I said, well, where do you think this money is coming from? I said, if you want to give him $10, it's your money. Why does it have to be my money that has to give him $10? I said, I don't need to give him $10.
Yep.
Well, mom, because you're my parent. I said, just because you want to give somebody money for something
Yep.
doesn't mean I just have to magic that up. I said, I have to work for that money. It comes from somewhere. I can't go in the backyard and plant the money
Mhm.
and then wait to harvest the money and just give it to you. That's not how that works.
It doesn't grow in the backyard.
It doesn't, contrary to popular belief.
Lee's not growing it in the front yard.
No, I don't know what's growing out there right now, but it looks good.
Yeah, some really nice big tall orange.
Yeah, right.
flowers and-
Gladiolas.
Yeah,
They're
gladiolas.
yeah.
Okay.
they're pretty. They contrast my roses, but I pick my battles.
Right.
Color scheme in my front yard is not one of them. At least I can see it at this point. And he mowed it, so now my dog can go out there without getting lost in the
getting lost.
jungle.
And-
We're
and-
fine.
You know, and your dog, by the way, folks, is this big. Okay.
That's how we know when the grass is too high. I can't
Right.
see the dog.
Yeah. We could catch the dog in this.
Actually, that might come in handy, Hank. Can I actually keep that? We'll have to put the Hank hook and put it on a hook over here. You've been very well behaved today.
I know. I'm
It's
trying.
because of the threat of the net.
I'm trying. Yes.
Don't make me threaten the net.
No.
Good morning, Serafina. I have a t-shirt for you. We need to find you and get together. At some point, I'm going to be traveling through your parts of the area. So if you want to text me your address on a separate related note, I will drop it off in your mailbox. I think that she had some unintended growth near her mailbox.
Oh,
She left out gourds
yeah.
last fall.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden she saw all these vines growing and
Oh, really?
her wife, Natasha, said to her, well, she asked her, why'd you plant that there? And she said,
I didn't
you
plant
planted
anything.
that there because you left the gourds there. Gourds have
gee.
seeds. Now now it's growing. It looks good though. So
Yeah.
you're going to have some fun stuff at Halloween.
That's right. Speaking of mailboxes, I have been waiting for a delivery of some golf balls from Amazon. And I finally checked, and the notation was it was delivered. It was placed in my mailbox.
Oh.
I don't have a mailbox.
Oh.
We have a central
Interesting.
mail room at the Villages. I don't
Oh.
I don't have a mailbox.
So did you go to the mailroom?
It's not there. So I had
Ba-ba-ba.
to send a note to Amazon and say, sorry, but don't want to get anybody in trouble here, but I don't have a mailbox.
Did you look around the property?
Oh, yeah, it's not there. I mean, it's no big deal. It was a different kind of golf ball that I want to try out, and I really wasn't in a hurry to get it. But then I kept thinking, you know what? It's not here yet. Gee, it's not here yet. Maybe I should check. And then it was in my mailbox.
I saw that also on the Sandwich Police blotter, where someone called the police because the next door neighbor was delivered their package.
Yes.
The next door neighbor opened the package because they didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
It happened to be one of those food delivery services.
Okay.
So saw that it wasn't for them, finally figured out who it belonged to, brought it to the other neighbor. And then the other neighbor called the police because he wanted it on record so that when he went to the food delivery company that he could get new food because he didn't want it.
Because the neighbor opened the box.
Which I totally get. But did you need to call the police for that? Are food company delivery people that wild that they're not going to refund you or send you another box because it was contaminated?
Can we speculate on the relationship between those two neighbors?
I don't even know what's going on there. But do you need to call the police for that?
Yeah.
I'm just so curious. What is an emergency to you? Hey, you need to call the police for?
It's not
because that seems insane. Yeah, right. I love the fact that they're sharing that though, because maybe it might jog someone's stupidity. What do I do? We need another diagram. This one for like the Mashpee Police of what I call the police for and what I don't call the police for.
Right.
And then we're going to have to print it out.
That's ridiculous.
Because it is ridiculous. I can't even imagine doing that.
So the police go, okay, fine.
Yep, sure. We took your report. Have a nice day. I don't even know what else to say.
Right.
I had a moment the other night visiting my girlfriend at work where, and this will all come together from that conversation when I eventually jog it. I ran into someone. He is a lawyer.
Okay.
He is representing a certain situation that is happening in my neighborhood.
Yes.
And then I got information that I should not have. And my husband just looked over at me and he's like, do you know what you just gave her? It's eating me alive. I can't keep secrets. If you have something that you want private, never tell me. Never tell me things.
So the lawyer told you something the lawyer shouldn't have told you?
It's eating me alive. And I don't know what to do about it. I can't. It's been very difficult.
Oh, is it wicked bad?
No, it's not really bad, but it's just a situation that's happening.
Oh, okay.
It's a situation that we've discussed on the show. I'm telling you, I will tell you off the air.
Okay, I'm just trying to think which situation in this neighborhood we talked about.
Secrets.
Because there's been several situations.
Good morning, Ryan.
Oh my gosh.
I am one of those people that I just can't keep it to myself. I know this about me, and now you know this about me. So don't tell me unless you want the world to know.
Right.
Because that's me.
Because you're on the radio,
I can't help it. I can't help it.
And anything is pretty much fair game.
And I do it to myself too. I tell people stuff that I'm like, oh, I probably shouldn't tell people that about me. Oh, well. Thank you, Serafina. Stephanie Viva is where secrets go to die.
Someone is asking for a hint.
Don't tell me. Yes, Nat. Yes, that is. Yes. Okay.
Oh, that's it. Oh, okay. That's what I kind of thought.
I can't keep anything secret.
What is there to tell about that?
There's just a situation. That's all.
I mean,
the under investigation. Don't you remember? I was like, why is no one asking me any questions?
Oh.
Well, tell E quick.
Well,
I won't share it, I promise.
Right. If you don't know the story, folks, when did this happen?
A couple of months ago.
Okay. Go on YouTube. Go to the reruns. Go back a couple of months ago, and you'll find the story because we talked about it.
Yes, we did. And yes, that's exactly what it was. But please, yes, Stephanie Viva is where secrets go to die. Tell me no things. Unless you want to talk about it. Like you want to get into it, you want to discuss it, you want to feel better about it, you want it rationalized. I'm here for you. If you're trying to tell me something in confidence, just know that no, it's not happening.
Not going to happen. Nope. We'll be talking about it some morning.
I'm a terrible friend. I can't. but I will get to the bottom of an issue for you if you ever need that.
Right.
So
So you will figure out what they're investigating or looking into.
yeah, help me, Hank. Right?
Okay. Right. Right. I mean,
We could reinvigorate that.
that's true. That's true.
Hey, Mary, how are you? Thanks so much for joining us this morning. Christy, thank you so much for joining us. Yeah, we're having a great time here. Hank and Stephanie, it's our Tuesday usual where we're talking about inappropriate things that we shouldn't be talking about.
Well, that's life.
So that's been eating me alive lately.
I can imagine. I can
just can't do
imagine.
it. Inquiring minds want to know, right?
Yes.
You really do. That's why I need a break.
You need to get away.
I need to get away.
And forget everything. Oh, by the way, Mari, could you send Steph the information for Nancy Holt's place in New Hampshire?
Oh, yes, please, and thank you.
Yeah, not in the chat here, but on the side.
Ryan, just let it out. Feel better for you.
We're all here for you, Steph.
You guys are the worst.
We're listening. We love you.
Well, you know what?
It's okay. We understand.
All right, you got unplugged over here. I apologize for that.
Am I?
Yeah.
Fine. You unplugged me instead of me unplugging me.
It happens.
All right. You want to plug me in?
I guess. Wonder Twin Powers.
Oh my gosh. There we go. There we go. Oh, now I can hear myself.
Right? Perfect. Hot fudge sundae day. I don't
Today?
like the hot fudge sundae. I like the caramel.
Really? Today's Hot Fudge Sunday?
It is. We've
Oh,
been talking about ice cream twice today.
I know it.
My third touch, I'm going to have one at some point. So I've got Shipwreck today from 3 to 5. They make a good mudslide. That's kind of like ice cream, right?
Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. Not at this time of the morning. Not at any time of the day, but not now. Please.
I'm also going to be taking the whole month of September. I'm taking booze out of the equation and just going to be doing this whole fitness reset. I've been
Mhm.
talking to my friend. We have done a fitness challenge back in the day. She flooded my inbox with all these photos of us. And this is like right after I had Cody. So my
Mhm.
body really wanted to go back to normal shape.
Mhm.
So I don't know if it's going to look that way, but that was one of the most vulnerable moments of my entire life is
Mhm.
getting on a scale and doing it for the Cape Cod Times
Yeah, I can
and letting,
imagine.
oh yeah. And then the photos were like in the lifestyle section, like
Mhm.
really big of my rolls.
Talk about not
Just
being able to keep a secret.
So you know me, I'm like, I never back away from a challenge though. And I said that is the one thing that I have had challenging moments about is my fitness level
Mhm.
and my weight fluctuation. So I said, I'm totally fine. We're going to put this out there. So Susan Mobile and I are going to get back to work and
Mhm.
start another competition of some sort. And I'm really kind of looking forward to it.
Mhm.
So she dropped off a friend for surgery this week. And then she's like, I made a couple of notes and it was like 17 pages.
Of a couple of notes.
I was like, how much time are you there? That's a lot of time. That's some great ideas, but that's a lot of time.
Right.
It's like going out to somebody and somebody showing you something on the back of a napkin, and all of a sudden now it's a steno book. And you're
Right.
just like, what? Wow, that's what's happening upstairs. That's a lot.
Yeah.
So I'm very much looking forward to jumping on this fitness wagon in September. So I got a month to get my
September.
life
All
together.
right.
You know, we don't motivate as quickly as let's start on Monday now. I need to gear
Right,
myself
right.
up for months.
See, yeah, that's back to one of those old people millennial things. You know, we don't do it quite as quickly. Takes us a little while.
Small incremental changes, Hank.
That's right.
And I need to gear myself for small incremental changes. It's
That's
just going
right.
to take me a month and a half to get there, but I will.
You will. And you will. And since you've now told everybody,
I put myself out there.
right.
This is how it starts.
So you
I have
can
to say it out loud and I have to tell people. That way they're like, how did that go? But no one's ever going to go to somebody. So I thought you were starting that fitness journey.
no, that's going to happen. That's going to happen. You know,
Good
it's going
morning,
to happen.
Andra. How are you? Yeah. So it just reminded me of that Saturday Night Live skit with Chris Farley, where he's sitting there, Tina, and he's
Mhm.
eating all the fries.
Oh
And
yeah.
David Spade says, Tina, I thought you were going on a diet. And he says, lay off me. I'm starving. It's kind of like me when I'm getting ready for things. So September it is.
September it is. Mark your calendars, folks. The kids go back to school, and then Stephanie's gonna.
I'm not rushing the kids to go back to school because it's my daughter's senior
Oh
year.
my!
I I'm having mixed emotions about it. At one
I can
point, I'm like,
imagine.
good, get it done. And another point, it's like my babies are old.
I know.
I shared having all of my babies with the world
Right.
on 96.3 The Rose and when I was on the other stations, and people were part of my
Right.
bringing them into this world. And to have her graduating high school, I feel real old.
Right. Right.
My baby boy's going to be a freshman in high school.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, this is crazy that we're here at this point.
You know, Mariana and I went for a walk the other night, and talking about time marching on.
Yeah.
And she said to me, "Hey, Papa, can I ask you a question?" I said, "Sure." She said, "Do you think next summer will go by slower than this summer?" And I thought to myself, "You're 11 years old, and time is already speeding by."
Mm-hmm. See, she knows.
Yeah. I mean, but she's had a busy summer. She got to school. She went to Florida. Now
You keep that baby active.
There's a lot going on. But,
Yeah.
And of course, I also thought to myself, honey, you don't know how much Papa wants the days to go by slowly. But I couldn't say that because that would lead to a whole other conversation.
Yeah, we're not having that.
And we're not having that one.
No, you can only buy her so many $50 crocheted items.
Right.
At my marketplaces.
Oh my gosh.
Seriously.
Yep. She was looking at something at the marketplace, and there were various prices, and there was one item that was lovely item. It was
I
great.
love that you know yourself, though. You know that you can't resist getting her what she wants.
And it was $50, and I was just thinking to myself, oh, please not today. She's gonna get it.
Yeah.
She's gonna get me. She wants to go back next time. Can I get another bee? I want to start a
They're really
collection
cute.
of bees along with. She's got so many stuffed animals. It's ridiculous. But I know she's going to get me.
Yep.
At some point, it's just going to be, and then I'm just going to go, okay.
What my baby wants, my baby gets.
Right, because that's
Whatever
what
she wants.
Because that's what grandfathers do.
That's it. You got the one grandbaby, though. You're supposed to dote on her.
Right. We do things, we get in trouble, and then we do them again.
I had too many kids, I think, is why my parents were like, ugh.
Right.
I'm kidding.
Kidding. We have one daughter and we have one granddaughter.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
I mean, what else am I going to do?
They get spoiled.
Right. It's not like I can say, well, I got, you 2 other brothers and sisters here too, and I'm going to have to buy them all.
Right.
It's like, you're not going to buy it for me.
Yeah. My daughter is actually going to visit with her grandfather in Vermont, which
Cool.
You don't need to go to Vermont to have bears anymore. Apparently we had one in Bourne.
Yes, I saw that.
Right? Making its little way. Little black bear.
Making its way to Provincetown?
Well, I thought it was. No, we already missed that week. We're not going, Hank.
And nobody's gotten me the dictionary yet, by the way.
I haven't. I've ordered it. There's an actual one. RTB gave me a link to an actual one. It's a Queen's Dictionary. I've actually have it on order. Okay. I was hoping to have it here for you today, just so that we could get you up to speed with our queer dictionary and what things mean, Hank. So one of these days we're going to get you all up to speed and you're going to be ready to go.
Hank may be
no
older.
time.
Hank may be older, but Hank is apparently very naive.
We're going to get you speaking that Queen's English anytime. It's perfect.
Oh,
I saw somebody dropping their complaints on my complaint line over their jury duty. I'm one of those people that gets jury duty like clockwork the minute they're supposed to.
Right. But I bet you never get picked.
No. I always tell on myself. I'm in the media. I'm going to tell everybody, don't tell me anything.
Hi, I'm Stephanie in the morning. You can't trust me.
Don't tell me anything. Can you keep this to yourself? I cannot. I'm out.
Nope. This will be a comedy bit tomorrow morning.
Seriously, I can't. So yeah, I'm one of those people, but always consistently gets called. Thankfully, it's to the same courtroom.
Yeah.
And now that I'm complaining about it, they're going to be like, you got jury duty in Boston. That's different than this one.
Yeah.
I know it. So I don't want to talk badly about it. It's our duty. We all got to do it.
Right.
We all kind of push our way through it. But why do I have to be called every single time on time?
I don't know. I've been called.
Can't you lose me somewhere?
I've been called several times, never picked. If I was going to get picked, I want it to be for something cool.
Right?
I mean, like a grand jury. I mean, let's just
Like a
do
good
it.
one.
A good one. Let's get involved in,
That's
I
awful.
don't know, indicting the former president. I don't know.
You pick these terrible crimes. Could be the worst one. I want something juicy.
Right.
I laughed. I was doing trivia last week at Shipwrecked, and I had these 3 girls that were like, "Does it involve murder?" And I was like, "Oh, clearly you have a genre. Like
Right.
this is what they did very well in the true crime podcast
Yes.
section.
Yep.
They were very, very excited whenever it was a criminal story.
Yep.
They knew everything about it, which also I found disturbing.
Really.
Well, I mean, when you're watching that amount of crime, criminal, serial killer stuff, it sits with you. I feel like you're absorbing that,
Right.
almost like rationalizing why they did what they did, and it's okay to do
Mhm.
what because that they had a bad childhood. Well,
Yeah. That somehow doesn't give you permission, but apparently it does.
no, but at least we understand the minds of them, or so we think we do, because we watch these crime shows
That's right.
and think we know how to solve everything.
Mhm. And the husband always did it.
Well, usually, statistically speaking,
Yes.
it's the husband. We have not followed up on that crime here, the local one. I haven't heard anything about the husband.
No.
Remember with the pieces in the dumpster and all the other
Yes.
stuff, like
No,
the
that-
craziness of all
No,
of
that
that.
kind of went
Why
away.
do things go so quiet? Is it because it's sitting there in trial waiting to happen?
I don't know.
It takes so long.
Yeah. It could be because it's waiting for trial, but it also seems to be kind of like, okay,
Our justice system moves like slush.
Yes.
Slow.
Yeah.
It is a queer dictionary. It's great.
Mhm.
You missed that episode, I think.
Yeah.
Christy.
Yeah, that was what, 2 weeks ago?
Yes, I need you to be on the show and check in. You look like you're living your most fabulous life, and I want to know more about what you and Gianna do, because I need to join you at some point and just hang out. That is on my list of things to do for the first 2 weeks of August. On the agenda is to just hang out
Mhm.
with my friends. Susan has invited me to a birthday party.
Where?
It's in Provincetown.
Very good.
It's a 70th birthday party.
Hey, cool.
I'm promised ponies and little people, and I am very excited about it.
I didn't get that for my 70th
Right.
birthday party. I probably wouldn't have known what to do.
Promise ponies and little people.
I had a wonderful birthday party, folks.
I'm so
Please.
ready for that. Oh, you really did. We had a great party.
We
I
had a
was
great
there.
time. Steph was there, and Mari put on absolutely. She had been planning the party since January. I had no.
And you were
clue.
truly surprised, which
Truly
I
surprised.
love.
That's how naive I can be, apparently.
Yes.
I truly surprised. There's a photo of me like this.
He really was surprised.
Yeah.
Because I was like, there's no way he doesn't know. And do you know what that was like, keeping a secret?
You were setting me up every week. So, what are you doing for your birthday? Oh, well, Steph, we're doing here. We're doing
That
oh,
was my
great.
secret way of getting it out without getting it out.
Sounds like fun. Like 2 weeks later, you'd ask me again, and I'm thinking, I already told her what I was doing for
Mari,
my
that was
birthday.
so difficult.
Why is she asking me again?
See, now you know. Now you know my tell. I can't do that ever again, because
Right.
you'll know. I'm a terrible poker player.
All right, let's go back to ponies and little people.
I'm so excited for this party.
Okay, explain this.
So, it's a birthday party.
And they're going to have ponies and little people?
I'm just the plus one here. So I'm just here to be the fly on the wall and to enjoy the merriment. I don't even know anybody at this party. It's just one of my friends needs to go and be back out in society and get her groove back. And I got the plus one to this party. Don't cancel on me, because I'll be really upset. I do have a backup plan just in case, because I need to spend some time with my friends.
Yeah.
Not with my husband, not on work, not on my phone.
Sorry, Cliff.
I love you to pieces, but we work together and now live together. It's a whole,
Yes,
you do
I know.
the same.
Yes, I know. I do the same.
And whatever it is that you do, what do you do when you just need your space?
It's hard.
Golf?
It's hard.
You golf,
I'll go out and
though.
I'll play golf,
Yeah.
or she goes in the 3-season room and closes the door, and I sit
Good
in
for
the
you.
living room and we watch different TV shows. And oh my God,
That's
she
a
watched
healthy
the
marriage
end
right
of-
there.
She finally saw Daisy Jones and the Six all the way
Did she
through.
bawl her eyes out?
I thought somebody in the family had died.
I'm telling you, I was wailing.
I went to bed early, but I'm going to see this through. Okay. And I'm asleep. And all of a sudden I hear just weeping.
Mhm.
And I go, "Oh my God, are you all right?"
Me too,
It's so
Mari.
sad. And I'm thinking, "Oh my God, what's so sad? What happened? I didn't think she was gonna die. Who was gonna die?"
So bad.
Oh, it's the show.
right.
You scared the bejesus out of
And
me.
we're not ruining it for you. No one is dead. Take a deep breath.
No.
Daisy Jones and the Six. You must watch it on Amazon. I absolutely loved it. Hey, it wasn't for Hank.
No.
It's not for everybody.
No.
But I'm telling you, it's a rarity in which a book movie version is better.
Yeah, that's what you said.
Yeah, the show version was really, really good. And the book is wonderful. The book made me cry.
Mhm.
I had to stop reading it several times
Oh,
because I cried. It was just really, I don't know why it got me, but it got me. It got me good. So
Mhm.
definitely check it out. And the music is good. The characters are fabulous. I love the cast. It's just really well done.
Yeah.
Chef's kiss to you, Amazon. It was a
Yeah.
great, great thing.
I mean, the music is great.
Yeah.
I mean, I will say that I heard the music. I just don't have the patience to sit there for, what was it, 12 episodes?
Hey, Christian, how are you? Zap him, Stephanie. I love it. I will come and hang out with you. Right? The inflatable park has a swim up bar that you don't have to pay money for. What could
Really?
go wrong there?
Wow.
Right? Well, you have to buy your drinks,
Right.
but you don't have to pay the admission to get into the inflatable park. It's just the swim up bar.
Just a swim up bar.
Well, the haters are all up in there. Oh, give people endless amounts of booze and see them swim around in a pool.
Oh, just like
I'm
the
sure that's
people,
clean.
just like the people who all of a
Not
sudden,
wrong.
all of a sudden can't stand pickleball.
Are we going to go there again?
And I just imagine that the people who are complaining about pickleball are the people in the age bracket that pickleball is supposed to be for.
But it's wild. Ever since we had that show that I was having this conversation with Lindsay about, everything on my social media is now all pickleball.
Right.
Don't think for 1 second that all of your devices that you have on you are not spying on you. They are, which is why I live my life out loud.
No secrets.
You know everything
remember?
about me. I give it away for free. If you want to know about it, just take it. Here's my social. You might improve my credit. Here you go.
Right.
Can't do any worse than I've done with it.
Who had the song "We Have No Secrets"? Carly Simon.
I don't.
Right.
There you go.
There you go.
That's me.
Yes.
But I definitely. Well, I hate when people give out like the little nuggets. My girlfriend Julia just stumbled upon that bar.
Right.
And I was like, oh, that looks like fun. She goes, but don't tell everybody because not everybody knows about it.
Well, everybody does now.
Well,
you told the wrong person.
it wasn't my fault. I saw it on social media and I'm like, well, see, they're advertising it now. Now
Right.
it's out.
There you go.
Cat's out of the bag. So now that it's being advertised, I can talk about it freely.
Right.
So if you want to go there and hang out and let your teenagers do the inflatable park while you're on the other side with the swim up bar.
Yeah.
Waving at them without having to pay that $50.
Wow.
Sweet.
Yep.
They had this cool like little surfing thing too. If I did it, I'd be dead.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've actually released a true footage of me trying to surf or boogie board on anything. And it was this poor woman that went down and she went back up and she was knocking down children in her wake, knocking down the guy that was organizing the thing.
And that was you.
That's me. I'm a mess. I'm a klutz. I break things and I'm a mess. You're welcome.
And I'm naive.
That's
what
it.
a combination.
That's it. It's perfect. Welcome to Hank and Stephanie on Tuesdays. We've got to take all of this on to the radio. So you can join us over there, lemonadio.com. I got to thank our sponsors today, Rockland Trust. Stop on by and grab yourself a lemonade stand kit. And we're going to be doing a fundraiser for Tommy's Place coming up in the next couple of weeks over at Knockabout 13 Lake Ave in Mashpee. Also, MBR Home Services, pavers, walkways, patios. You have been dying for that fire pit in the backyard. Let Bruno take care of it for you. MBRlandscaping.com. You can give them a call, 508-280-0605. And Mari Senate Realty.
Mari Senate Plus Today Real Estate.
We are very excited to have her as our new bingo sponsor. The sheets are being printed very shortly, and she's going to be taking care of all of our bingo games for us out in the public. I hope to see you out. Check out our listing. Lemonadio always has where we're going to be, what fun thing that we're doing. Get out and do something for your mental health and go see some people. Challenge yourself with a little trivia.
And by the way, the new Lemonadio website is really cool.
We're getting there.
No, it's cool already.
There's a couple of bugs that are driving me crazy, and you know me. If it's not perfect, I don't like to promote it. So
right. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't
still
say
good.
that.
It's still good. I know about the bugs, but that's a September problem.
Right.
When I've got all that extra energy because I won't be eating. Lemonadio.com. That's our new website. And Hank, talk about your new shows.
I will be on Saturday from starting at noon live from the Lemonadio warehouse. And then Sunday mornings from
It's a fluffier warehouse. It's sounding better in there.
Sounding better, yeah.
We're cleaning up the boxes. I'm loving it.
Yep. I'm dusting and cleaning and rearranging things. And then on Sunday morning, I do a show called Classic Jazz from 7 to 10. And then from 10 to 11, we look at the Sunday paper, various parts, of the Sunday paper, everything but the front page, because that's just too much.
Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly. Also, food. If you're a foodie, if you've got recipes, if you've got great ideas to work with, maybe some summer fare, you've got a summer blowout coming out. Where do we go?
Cape Cod Dining at Home and everywhere else. It's a Facebook page that we run, that Mari runs. It's over 5,000 members from literally across the country now.
Fabulous.
It's unbelievable. It is really well run. If anybody's a jerk, they're
out.
They're out. No patience, no nothing. You're an idiot. You're gone.
I love that. On a sidebar.
So it's amazing. I've survived 34
You're still there.
years.
You're still here.
So I can't be that big a jerk.
All right, we got to go. I got to take Hank out. We'll
Bye,
talk to you later. Bye.